Welcome back, ladies and gentlemen. We have not so good news as far as Bitcoin is concerned because things can get a little bit dicey. So basically in today's episode, I am going to be breaking down the price action and what you are supposed to be expecting as far as the Bitcoin price is concerned. And we're also going to jump into Axie Infinity, AXS, because we did talk about it in yesterday's episode, and I really hope that you guys got to take some profits off of the table because today it is down by about 14%. So yesterday I told you need to take some profits and capitalize off of the upcoming, or rather incoming, volatility as far as price projection is concerned, as far as Axie Infinity is concerned, because nothing really ends up just pumping, and this particular cryptocurrency has been pumping for a very long period of time. For the past 14 days, it has literally done a 230% in a bear market. I mean, we are in limbo right now. We are in this particular market structure where the price of Bitcoin is like literally about to do anything, and you know, the price has just been so very stagnant. And sometimes when we have like amazing explosive cryptocurrencies that really sort of get to outperform BTC during these trying times, then I think we need to take a look at these particular cryptocurrencies. And this is one of the reasons why in today's episode I'm going to be giving you some technical analysis as far as Bitcoin is concerned, altcoins, plus all that good stuff. So please, big shout out to everybody watching me right now. Big shout out to all the people currently tuned in. And yes, I have some bad news, I also have some good news, but I also have some neutral news, and I also have some technical analysis type of news that you are supposed to be looking, forward to. So anyway, before we jump into BTC, right, I just want to talk about AXS Infinity, AXS token Axie Infinity, because yesterday we did nail the top, and just like I predicted, right, the price did end up sort of topping out, and we are sort of forming a price rooftop. And this is a very great area to sort of get your profits and just do what you're supposed to be doing. So basically, if you did watch yesterday's episode, I did tell you that my entry or re-entry buy zones as far as Axie Infinity is concerned is probably going to be between $6 and about 10 cents. So between $6 to around $10. This is going to be my reload zone because I really believe this particular area is going to be a very great area of value. So $6 and about $10, the price is definitely going to come back down in this particular trading range. As you can see, we have a massive gigantic node as far as this particular price threshold is concerned. So once we sort of drop below $6, right, the other price point that we have is between $3 to around $6. So this is also another great opportunity between $3 to about $6. So basically you just have to be a little bit patient. And now that everybody made a lot of money, right, the team is obviously going to be selling, and the project is going to be sort of utilizing this ginormous pump towards the upside. And if you guys really did participate in this particular price pump, I'm sure you guys are making quite a lot of hefty profits, and this is one of the reasons why I am super excited about technical analysis. I didn't really get to get in at the bottom, but I did get some sort of juicy chunk of this particular trade. So anyway, I just wanted to emphasize that this is probably the top around $16. So the closer you are to around $16, the better you are in terms of capitalizing and just sort of getting to book your profits. So remember, don't get greedy. I know the game is absolutely amazing. The game is absolutely a game changer as far as playing to earn and non-fungible tokens are concerned, but sometimes you just have to get back to earth and just think about how reality sort of works and takes place. So as you can see right over here, we have had this significant drop, right? So obviously people are beginning to sell. The people who are selling here, these are the savvy investors, the savvy level-headed type of investors, because a lot of you are beginning to FOMO at the wrong time. So yeah, basically what we talked about in yesterday's episode still applies. I'm looking forward to buying some more AX tokens, aka Axie Infinity, between $6 to about $10. Anything which is going to be higher than $10, I'm like literally not interested. So I'm mostly interested between $6 to about $8. We could potentially end up dropping, you know, close to around $4. But that's going to be a little bit later, because come on guys, we just had this crazy pump for the past 2 weeks. I mean, we literally came from around $3 and we went to $16. Do you honestly believe that it can't even drop as fast? You know, it can also equally drop as fast as well, you know. So these are the things that I am looking forward to, and I'm just going to be patient. Patience is a virtue, and I'm still going to continue playing the game. So anywho, this is enough about Axie Infinity. So what are you guys talking about? So Joe Turton says go Digibyte. JCM says, how do you feel about Tiger Coin? Okay, I've never seen Tiger Coin before, so I'm probably going to take a look at it. So what's happening with Digibyte? DGB. Somebody says Digibyte is about to pump, or is about to start pumping. So let me just take a look at that like real quick. Okay, we are still in accumulation as far as Digibyte is concerned. So let me flip over. Let me just try to get Digibyte. Do I have Digibyte in one of the lists right over here? So let me just add it. So Digibyte. Okay, so boom, let's take a quick look at it. So now this one is a very great it's at a very great area of accumulation, you know. So once this is done, I'm sure it could have like some pump, depends on what BTC is going to do, but this is like a very great area of entry right over here. It kind of reminds me of what Axie Infinity did before the pump, right? So if we go back to Axie Infinity, so take a look at this particular price action right over here. This is an accumulation phase, you know, and this is one of the safest entry points that you can get to sort of purchase a particular cryptocurrency. So I mean, this is absolutely a great area to sort of dollar cost average in as far as Digibyte is concerned. So between 4 cents to around 3 cents, this is a very great dollar cost average type of entry. Okay, so yeah, before you guys get me distracted, because I usually lose my train of thought, so let's go back to BTC, because this is what you guys are here for. You know, this is absolutely very bad for BTC. Because we have two scenarios. I mean, right now we are not really in those danger zones as far as the price of BTC is concerned, because technically we still have like a few milestones to kind of reach in order for us to like overly get bearish. So for me right now, I'm not even bearish at this particular moment, but I am having clues and hints that are driving me to sort of be realistic as far as my expectations are concerned. So basically, if you guys have been part of my YouTube channel, right, because we've been talking about BTC for the past 1 month consistently, and we've been nailing these trades. So basically the past few days, right, I have been very adamant as far as BTC is concerned, because I was strategically looking at this particular area, especially the area between 33,300. We needed not lose 33,300 on the daily time frame, and if we flip over to the candle charts, right, we obviously lost this particular area of support, and we are or rather we're most likely going to close below 33,300 today. So we didn't need to lose this particular support area. This particular support area needed to hold, but right now it really looks like today is going to be one of those days where we are going to end up closing below this particular 33,300 support level, and if that happens, well, then it really signifies that okay, we are starting to sort of somewhat begin to get bearish, and in order for us to have had our target of about 41,000 US dollars, we obviously needed to consistently maintain 33,300 and just stay above it. But at this particular moment, right, we are definitely heading towards a lower band of the trading range, because just like I have been emphasizing, right, we are literally in a trading range at this particular moment, and whatever happens in these sort of demarcated areas, the top side, we've got the top side and we've got the bottom side, right? Obviously we want to regain and sort of start trading above the top side and then hopefully pump towards the upside. And if we're going to be on the bottom side of the range, right, if we are consistently trading at the lowest part of the range, then there is a higher probability that we are most likely going to end up dropping, and this is going to be considered as a redistribution in opposition to our accumulation type of theory. However, before you guys get lost in the sauce, because you guys have got like a very way of thinking whereby you're not really objective, and you sort of you are very easy to jump into conclusions. Okay, so basically what I'm trying to say is yesterday, or rather today, there is a higher probability of the price of BTC closing below 33,300, our support level. And if you guys can see these daily candles, right, we are looking at the daily chart right over here, right? We were above it and we were controlling and maintaining this particular support level. But today, the price is trading at 32,944, which is below our 33,300 support level. So what does this imply? What does this mean? So this simply means that, there is a chance of us dropping towards the downside. However, if we do end up dropping towards the downside, right, we still have some more levels that we can look at, and some more levels that can really sort of still help us maintain the sort of bullish narrative. And in order for us to reach $41,000 $41,000 as far as Bitcoin is concerned. So these are the types of levels that I'm looking at. Now my next immediate target is at 31,000. 31,000 is most likely going to be our next drop. So we could have a situation where the price of Bitcoin sort of drops to 31,500, even weakening to this particular area, because technically speaking, right, if we do end up dropping to about 30,622, right, we are going to form a double bottom, and a lot of traders are going to interpret this particular market structure as even a more bullish type of scenario. Because if you take a look at what has been happening, right, for the past few days, okay, we did in fact drop and sort of get close to this particular week. So if we do maintain this particular double bottom structure, right, a lot of people are going to interpret it as very bullish, and this could obviously lead us to pumping towards the upside as well. So this is one of the reasons why, now that we have lost the 33,300 level, right, our next area of support is going to be 31,500 to about 30,600, in order for us to sort of form this particular double bottom area right over here. So at this particular moment, my sort of spider senses are telling me to be very cautious and to practice proper risk management, and I would really advise you to do the same, because we are sort of seeing different data points and different information that the chart is kind of giving us. So we just have to sort of adapt and do what we have to do. So yeah, big shout out to everybody watching me right now. I go by the name of Muna, aka Beyond 10x. Right now you can't really see my face because I'm a little bit lazy. I just woke up and I was like, let me just talk to my people, man. It doesn't really matter whether they see me or they don't. All that really matters is the type of information and the type of money making information that I'm going to be able to sort of impose on them, if you know what I mean. So anywho, let's go back to our technical analysis. Okay, so boom, All right, so now that we have started sort of dropping, right, we are most likely going to drop between 30,600 all the way to around 31,500. So this is the next target level that I'm going to be observing, and I'm going to be looking at it like crazy. Okay, so let's say, for example, worst case scenario, we kind of fall off of a cliff. Boom, we kind of drop and we start closing below this particular threshold. Remember, we have this particular threshold right over here. Let's say we start closing, we start having daily closes below 30,000 US dollars, right? If that happens, then woo, then we are ultra bullish. Ultra bearish if we start consistently trading below 30,000, especially below these wicks. We've got wick number 1 and wick number 2. Okay, if we start trading below these wicks, right, then we're most likely going to encounter some more downside, and our next immediate drop is going to be between 22,000, well, 20,000 to about 24,000 US dollars. So this is going to be our next type of target. Okay, if and only if we start closing below these wicks right over here. But I'm not really trying to get way ahead of myself by thinking about what's going to happen in the future, because I have some current data that I need to sort of utilize. So basically, this is what I usually do. In order for me not to overcomplicate things, I just keep it simple. I keep it basic, and using the KISS principle, right? The KISS, right? Keep it simple, stupid. So this is what I'm expecting. If we continue dropping towards the downside, if we're going to continue dropping towards the downside, right, then we're most likely going to go to 31,500 and 30,600. So this is going to be like a very good area of support. And if this happens, right, we are going to sort of form a double bottom, and if we end up bouncing, right, then that is going to be very bullish. That is going to be very bullish. So please do not really get lost in the sauce with all this data that we're having here. So just keep it simple and watch out for the next targets. So your next targets are going to be 31,500 and 30,600. Well, 30,000 to about 31,500. This is going to be your area of value. So whether we hold it or we drop it, this is going to be our determining factor in order for us to sort of make our next moves. So right about now, I'm very stable. I'm actually in USDT. As soon as we started closing and dropping, I was like, okay, screw it, I need to get into USD Tether, and I just have to do what I have to do, because by the end of it all, it's all about safeguarding your cryptocurrency portfolio. Boom. I really hope that you guys understand this. And the other thing that I really wanted to talk about is the funding rate, because we are back below 0.028. okay, so we are actually getting like more and more bearish sentiments as far as retail traders. So best believe you, your mama, and everybody else is probably shorting the markets. Okay, so whenever we create these overly bearish sentiments with regards to the funding rate, right, it kind of gives the market makers incentives to sort of outsmart you and get your money. Okay, so basically this is one of the reasons why we are most likely going to end up pumping. So I'm looking forward to the funding rate going as low as 0.05. If we could have a funding rate as low as 0.08, that would be ultra bullish for me. And one other interesting aspect is the funding rate is almost closer to the way that it was on the 27th of June, and the price isn't really dropping that much. If you look at it from that perspective, okay, the previous time that the funding rate was this low, on the 27th of June, right? Look at the price action that we had as BTC. Look at the previous price action that we encountered. Look at this dramatic drop. Yes, it is understandable because we had like some crazy price drops from this particular level from around 41,000 US dollars, and we did end up dropping to about 28,000 US dollars. So yes, it does make sense to have that particular low Bitcoin funding rate. But this time around, look at this particular drop. that we're having. This particular drop is very minimum. It's like a very minimum, minute, microscopic type of drop. But look at the funding rate. The funding rate is, almost as bad as it was when we had those nasty drops. So what does that tell you? What does that imply? It really implies that most of the retail investors, aka the dumb money, aka the here, she said, he said type of investors. These are the people who are, kind of jumping into shorting and just, doing what they're not supposed to be doing. So what I would expect the price to do is I would just expect the price to sort of have like a slight drop and then continue pushing towards the upside in order for them to sort of trap those people who are shorting the market prematurely. Okay, so yes, we have to complete this drop, and then if we're going to end up pumping from these particular levels that I kind of indicated to you guys, right, and then you keep on seeing the funding rate still being negative, right, it's probably going to end in tears for a lot of people. A lot of people are probably going to be losing a lot of money because these are the people who are shorting the markets. And I would really sort of continue with my bullish narrative, and we are still going to end up going to around 41,000 US dollars. So yeah, that's all I had for you today. I mean, to me, I'm still going to wait for today's daily close, and I'm also going to be looking forward to seeing the price interaction between 30,000 to about 31,500. Yes, ladies and gentlemen, this is ultra bad. This is very bad due to the fact that BTC ended up closing, or rather going down below our support level, which is around 33,300, right? We did end up dropping below it, okay? And it is not very good, okay? However, we still have some more support levels that could potentially sort of give the much needed support as far as Bitcoin is concerned. So considering the funding rate as well, plus a whole lot of different factors, I mean, I would rather, I'm just going to take it easy and all that good stuff. So let's look at the BTC Dominance. Now, the BTC Dominance is also giving us a bullish narrative because, as you can see, right, we have been, not so good as far as the BTC Dominance is concerned. But right now, take a look at this. We are sort of finding support at this particular level, and the BTC Dominance is beginning to sort of gyrate and pick itself up, and most likely is going to continue pushing towards the upside. And that really falls in line with our Wyckoff accumulation theory, because by the end of it all, right, my target is still 41,000 US dollars. I'm not really changing my narrative. I'm just giving you some sort of realistic perspective of what is happening at this particular moment, because there's no reason for me to give you bullish narratives when we are having semi-bearish type of data points that we are looking at. So I'm a realistic type of trader, and I really believe that you deserve to be informed with what is actually happening. All right, so now, as much as I believe that we're going to go to 41,000 US dollars, right, I'm just giving you like some better perspectives. So yeah, anyway, getting back to the Bitcoin Dominance, the Bitcoin Dominance is beginning to sort of increase, which is very good. So if the BTC Dominance kind of increases, right, and we have that gigantic pump to about 41,000 US dollars, guess what's going to happen to a lot of altcoins? A lot of altcoins are going to be sucked, and it's going to be easy for BTC to pump. So this particular action right over here, as far as the Bitcoin Dominance is concerned, this is absolutely bullish to me, and it just really shows me that there's going to be some good stuff once this particular action is done. So whenever we have like a support area, boom, and we've got that doji, and then the price starts reversing, it's gonna be game over. It's gonna be game over for all the people who are shorting the market. So somebody outside is probably playing with a lot of fireworks. I don't really know what's happening. So I think I'm out of here, and I'm probably going to talk to you tomorrow. So tomorrow, I'll catch you tomorrow. Hopefully we're going to have some great information, some great data points, and we're going to be able to like keep this thing going. So yeah, big shout out to everybody watching me right now. Kindly smash the like button for your buddy, aka Mnalula, beyond 10x Muna, beyond 10x, and talk to you tomorrow. I've got some more exciting altcoins that I want to look at. I really hope that you enjoyed the Axie technical analysis there, because I'm sure I did save a lot of people a whole lot of stress, and you guys ended up getting the best price for your bargain. You know, we absolutely nailed the top. You know, I told you, sell it around here as close to $16 as you can, and you know, look at that, lovely, splendid, you know, almost a 20% price drop instantaneously. God damn. Woo! You gotta love technical analysis. So yeah, talk to you a little bit later tomorrow. Be good, stay blessed, and have a great time trading.